What's up? Welcome back. This is video number 2 of the day. This is going to break down the NASCAR DFS slate. We are hot off the press with 4 straight sports of winning 4 or 5-digit victories. That's right. LOL. League of Legends had a $3,200 victory. We had a nice takedown last night on KBO from Coach Porter. We had a $10,000 MMA victory this past weekend and a $5,700 NASCAR win on Saturday. So, let's keep it rolling. Down below in the description section, patreon.com/riserfall. This is the 4th cheat sheet I have posted today. And projections, you can see it there. DraftKings weighted, balanced, FanDuel projections, SuperDraft projections. And if you're here just for free content, by all means, enjoy it. There's about 10 to 15 free videos every single week. Just hit that subscribe button. Tap that notification bell, make sure you don't miss anything. The like button down below is huge for me as well, helps me out with all things SEO, which I'm still learning as I transition all of my Twitch videos and broadcasts, live streams, fully over to YouTube, and your support has been tremendous. We're up to nearly 120 members in just 22 days on Patreon, and I assume that we'll keep climbing because we're going to have every single thing covered, literally all of the things covered, and for the most part, they're all covered right now. Projections are on fire, and I hope you check it out down below in the description section. Everything you want. Free links, sample cheat sheets for all things DFS, fantasy football, and again, if you just want freebies, I don't blame you. Just hit that subscribe button. Let's get to work. All right, so I feel like after that crazy intro just there, I'm going to need some of this maximum pain relief. What is that, a gel? Blue Emu? A pill? I need something. Whatever it is, I need it. I'm sore. I'm tired. Living that dad life. Picking up 2-year-olds, 4-year-olds. Producing content 24/7. Oh, what a tough life I live, huh? Yeah, okay. Well, this is the dream. I'm trying to live it, and here we go. So I'm looking at this NASCAR slate, and I think there's a few opportunities here to win a ton of money. And my projections kind of aligned with what I wanted to do this week for this event on Wednesday. And there's a few racers who have just tremendous number of fastest laps led over the last several events and number of laps led. And it's pretty much the same like 5 names. It's Logano, Blaney, Kyle Busch, Keselowski, and Truex Jr. And if you're looking at the last 5 races for the number of laps led, those 5 just are horses in this. And Clint Boyer, you can add him as well. He had 215 laps led in that one race that he won 4 events ago. And he's a really nice price tag at plus 2,000 in Vegas odds and 8,600 on DraftKings. And you can see him. He's, I think, our 8th guy on this list for points per dollar. So I think there's some upside here. So my plan, I'm going to dive into Fantasy Cruncher real quick, show you how I'm going to set up my groups and my settings, and we're going to fire off some initial crunches based on the initial projections. Of course, patreon.com/riserfall down in the description section. If you want the final stuff, you're going to have to sign up there. And of course, we've had 7,000 messages in the last 5 days in our Coaching Legends channel. So make sure you check that out if you need more than just projections and sheets and content. You need a little bit more of that supportive approach for all things DFS. Okay, first thing we're going to do is upload my projections into FC, and then we will do some crunches. I'm going to do it live for you. No edits needed unless I misspeak, forget what I'm talking about, and start naming off League of Legends players, which could happen. I don't know. I've done 4 sheets today. I've talked about 4 different sports. It's been wild. Been a wild day. All right, so I'm going to highlight, copy these guys, grab them. Going to go into upload data. Paste them into player name, go back to the proper Excel cheat sheet. I'm going to use my weighted projections. These are better for large field tournaments, which is pretty much what I enter these days, as I'm just chasing glory, my friends. I'm past the bankroll building stages of my career, and now I'm looking for stuff I can put on the refrigerator so my wife is proud of me. So that's what I'm looking for in life. I'm going to go to advanced options here. 2 uniques. Let's roll out about 5% randomness, and we're going to make some groups. So for the groups, I am going to take my riser section, okay? And I'm going to say that I want at least 4 of all my risers. So this will take a hot second because I'm going to type all their names in real quick. Now, if you don't know what the riser pick is right here, the risers are basically my confidence picks based on my own set of criteria. It's a little bit of mix of the projections, but it's not entirely just projection based. This isn't like you could look at the projections, grab the top 10 projected or top 10 values, and just throw them in there and think it's going to be the same exact thing. It's not. It's a little bit of my own special recipe, and my team and I are looking into a way to have this be identified on an algorithm basis. But, you know, we're going to do this for now until we kind of get our feet underneath us. I mean, we've been going 100 miles per hour. I'm pumping out content and sheets for so many different things as of late. So we're going to do this for the time being, and, you know, it works out okay. We're doing all right. Okay, there we go. We got our, I think that's all of them. Yep. So we have our risers in here. We want at least 4 in every single lineup. So that basically means when I crunch my lineups here in a hot minute, every single one of my lineups will have at least 4 of my risers group involved out of the 6 drivers. So I've enabled the group. I'm going to crunch by riser fall projections. Let's go 150. Let it rip. Super fast, like that. I can watch my exposures as you go. 27 players used. I like a little bit bigger player pool for NASCAR. I mean, you know, when I am doing, you know, some other sports like NBA, I'll have player pools of 16, 17 people, and that's it. And I'll run on 150 max on one unique because I feel like my projections are better than everybody else's in the industry. And those are the nights you've seen my screenshots on Twitter with, you know, $10,000 win, $11,000 win, stuff like that. You know, 7,500 on SuperDraft, things like that. It's because I have very small player pools, one unique. This is a very volatile sport. No matter how good your projections, your player pools are, all of those things, you need to have a little bit more exposure to more people. That also means I'm not entirely comfortable finishing with 90% on Martin Truex, even though he might potentially be the greatest driver of all time on this track and be a stud this weekend, or excuse me, tomorrow on Wednesday, or whenever you're watching this. Not somebody I want to have a ton of exposure to. I'm talking maybe cap it at 75, 70% and live with it. And I think you'll be okay with something like that. What that also will do is once I've taken away, you know, 23% to a very high price 10.3K Martin Truex Jr. on DraftKings, now that salary relief will kind of be reallocated across more lineups. So 23% of your lineups will have that 10.3K freed up. And I would likely see some more balanced lineups. And you also probably will have some of that 10.3K reallocated to drivers like Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano. So you'll get some more exposure to those drivers who are down here. Logano at 30%. I would imagine he probably picks up another 3 to 5%. Things like that. All right, so there it is. That's what I'm doing. I'm jamming in those drivers. I'm putting them in a riser group. This is not going to be my final pool. I'm going to tweak and change things around to make sure I kind of get things the way I want to see them a little bit more. You still have to execute your own vision with these projections and my picks. No matter what, these are guidelines. You know, DFS is not a set of rules you can abide by every single time. Think you're going to go out there and win money every single time, or else none of us would be doing this. There'd be no touts. There'd be no sites, there'd be no nothing. We'd all just be retired doing the same thing every single time, winning the same amount of money every single time. Doesn't work like that though. So make sure you use these as guidelines. Hit me up I guess you could hit me up on Twitter at DFS and Donuts. Hit me up in Discord for my Legends members. Tag me at Donuts and hit me with your questions. Let me help you with your exposures, all that type of stuff. And Legends, of course, you'll get my MME final exposures. I will take a little screenshot of what I'm going to end up with. I'll post it in Discord, let you know where I am, any adjustments I've made. Patreon.com/riserfall. And again, hit that subscribe button if you're just here for the freebies. I'll catch you all later. Thank you for supporting me. Together, we rise or fall.